Why? It happens.
Just don't care.
And we're live.
Oh, snaps. Are we?
Yeah, definitely are we?
Yeah.
Hey guys. Yeah, I'm far away. Oh, we don't need that.
We don't need the.
Oh man.
Oh my god. This guy put live before we were even ready.
Hey, people gotta see the uncut version.
The uncut and unedited version of
Who we are.
Living the Dream. Name,
Is that the name?
patent pending, trademark pending, branded pending, everything. Handles,
pending.
social media.
Also, we were live with no camera active, by the way. This is hard. All right, guys, welcome back. This is episode 12. Wanted to thank everybody for all the support, all the love we've been getting, all the comments, all the shares, all the messages and texts, DMs that we've been getting from people that have been giving us their feedback, ideas on what we should do. Once again, tag your friends, share this. Today we're gonna cover a lot of things today. Luis, what do we got? What do we got in store today?
So today we are celebrating that we've been on air for more than 10 episodes, and we're going to do a quick recap of everything that we've learned from all of our guests and the takeaways that we've gotten from them. We definitely had a lot of great guests from the beginning to now, and we just wanted to do a recap and also talk a little bit just about what's happening and what for the future.
Right. So today it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Today's football day, by the way. Did you know that?
I don't follow football.
You
I've been
don't
following
follow-
soccer more than football.
Soccer's coming, November? The World Cup.
Soccer's always on.
Well, yes, yeah. But the real soccer, like the one that's...
What are you talking about?
The one that's watched nationwide or worldwide. Like, soccer's always
only
being
one
watched.
soccer that's always being watched.
But your local soccer, right? So you watch either the U.S. League or the Mexican
European League or Mexican League
or European. Those are your three.
Or your Nations Cups.
Or local. Do you watch local? Is there local teams?
I mean, there's Houston, and then there's local semi-pro teams. But you know, unless you play for them, the audience is pretty low.
Pretty low. Well, anyways, the real soccer to me, everything's real soccer. But the World Cup is like
you're
a
a
4
basic
years.
soccer fan, just like I'm a basic football fan. I only follow the Super Bowl.
You only follow these cute guys right here. Tom Brady.
Who is that? Who's
So
Tom
this
Brady?
is Tom Brady. Tom Brady is he's the GOAT. You know what the GOAT means? That key word.
Greatest of all time.
Si sabes. So this guy, and he's a GOAT too. Peyton Manning over there hanging out with you. But today's the kickoff of football, which is really exciting for a lot of people that are watching. I hope they're watching. I hope we're live. But yeah, today kicks it off. It's a Thursday night game. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm pretty sure you are deep down inside looking forward to that.
Who's playing?
That is a very good question. The Rams. I just know it's the Rams because it's always the people the team that won it the year before.
Oh, really? The Super Bowl winners or the first opening game?
Yes, sir.
I
You
didn't know
gotta
that.
you gotta challenge the champions right off the back. And
There's
see.
a lot of little things like that I don't not understand, but I don't know. In baseball, in football, that like those things. Like I didn't know that the champion played the first opening game.
Sure it does. Well, I didn't know that either, but I've kind of plugged it in together that every year when Tom Brady and them would win, they would play the opening, things like that. But anyway, so today we're gonna cover our episodes. We're 12 episodes deep. Did you see us having 12 episodes?
Yes. So I see us having hundreds of episodes, and every episode we get better. As you can see, we have all this set up now. We're thinking about getting a bigger space, but still on the line with that plan, just so we can have more space for our guests and also just better angles. But yeah, so Gary Vee always talked about, it's not until episode 300 or 400 that you actually get noticed.
Right.
So we're coming in here not really worried about the risk of not getting those views at the very beginning, but because it's always hard for any podcast or any company, anything starting up to have that awareness. So
Right.
Going into it, we're not really worried about. We value the people that have listened, but it's always a growing pains.
Correct. So it's not like we just started it and we're gonna have ultimate success.
No, that would be super scary, right? Like if you automatically seen 3 million views on your count, we wouldn't understand what to do with that growth. Like some artists that blow up, and they get all that fame.
Correct. And then they don't know what to do with it, right? Or I guess, and that's kind of real quick with football too. When some of these players get into the National League and they get all these big contracts, and they don't know what to do with themselves, and some of them, commit crimes, or they're still used to that lifestyle. And then a lot of people are like, "Why would you do that? You're the best player in the league. You have all this money. Why would you go, beat somebody up, or why would you let your feelings take over?" But anyways. So we're 12 episodes in.
Don't beat anybody up.
Random. So we're 11 episodes in. This is episode 12. And we've been consistent, which is one of the things that we wanted to do, right? We wanted to continue to hey, no matter what we do, we're going to be consistent and continue to share. So right off the back, we had Jesse we had the beta, right? I'm sure some people saw the beta, and the setup was way different.
Right.
Way
Episode
different.
1, 2, and 3 were a little bit different. Yeah.
Very different. And Jesse was technically our first guest, and with Jesse we got cut off because we pushed the button or something.
Yeah, we pushed the button by accident.
We're not gonna say who or point fingers or anything, but it was cut off, and right when we were getting into the talk about supplements. So with Jesse, I learned a lot. And I think I had some feedback on some people say that Jesse's episode, they learned a lot as far as just bringing it down to the basics, right? When you work out, you don't have to go too extreme. You don't have to go full throttle. It's just like small thing. I think it was time under tension was the key word that you and him used. I was just listening most of it because even I was learning that day.
Yeah, me and Jesse are in the same, I don't know if you would call it philosophy or under the same fitness plan. It's something simple. But yeah, we're under the same fitness plan. We do the same workouts, have the same type of diet, the same level of cardio. We just have the same school in terms of fitness.
It's just basic, nothing too hardcore.
I would say it's pretty advanced going to the gym, 5 to 6 days a week. Putting in about an hour, probably an hour and a half of cardio, and then weights every day. So I don't think an average person would do that.
No, definitely not. I do about an hour, and if I get cardio in, then that's a good day, and if I don't, then it's still a good day.
Well, you split up your workouts into smaller muscle groups.
Yes.
Rather than us, we only split up between 3 groups.
What groups are those?
So it's like your chest, which includes your triceps and your shoulders, and then your back, which includes your shrugs, shrugs, which is your what are these called? Whatever they're called, and then just all your back, and then in your legs, so you do all your legs, and then you include biceps. So
when you do legs, you include biceps.
That's what we do.
You don't include biceps with back, because it's a pull.
Right. No, you can, but the time is to do all that.
That's a lot of workouts
in
an hour.
So it's more than 1 hour. So it's like with resting time and talking time, it goes up. But you can definitely do it under an hour.
Correct. If you focus.
And you set your timer. You set your timer every rest, 2-minute rest in between.
See, I don't do that. I don't rest. I like to go. And that's just something I've learned from our third guest, which was Joey, right? So I before I would, right, but I did like powerlifting back in the day, right? So it was like you do 3 sets real heavy, and then you take like a 10-minute break. No, like you take like a 4 or 5 minute break, and then you do 3 more reps. And that was like slower. But when I started working out with him at the beginning of the year, it was like go, like you're gonna do 4 or 5 workouts right back to back, 3 sets back to back, and I was huffing and puffing, and a few times in my stories I would post like, man, I am out of breath. But then after a while, I don't want to say I got used to it, but then I think my cardio, my stamina got better. So then
it always, I mean, if you put in the work, it's gonna get better.
Correct.
And that's an issue too, because you get better, And because you get better, you need more resistance. Like you need more, right? So you get better, and then like you achieve a level, and then you're like, well, you need more now. What you did at the very beginning is not gonna cut it.
Correct.
And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, I'm doing 4 or 5, 6 days a week, cardio weights, but it's like you just got to keep going a little bit more because those results are coming in smaller and smaller and smaller than when you first started. Those first 6 months are just the results are a lot because you're coming from zero basically.
Right. And that's what a lot of people I think see is they'll see the results at the beginning, and then they'll start to slack off, and then it starts to get worse, and then okay, let me go again. And it's like I think sometimes people are just stuck in that groove where, okay, I gained 3 extra pounds, let me go back to the gym. All right, I feel good, let me stop. But I think one thing we learned from Joey too is he said he switches his workouts every 6 to 8 weeks, I think. Do you guys do that as well? Is that something?
That's not, we switch variations of it. So 1 week we'll do dumbbells, right? Free weights. And then another week we'll do the bar. And then the following week we'll do like cables. So we switch the type of resistance, but not the whole workout.
Not the whole workout. Okay, so you don't do, for instance, I guess Mondays, what, legs?
Mondays, International Chest Day.
Is that bro science?
That's bro science.
Is that National Chest Day? And Tuesdays, legs?
Tuesday is back,
and then Wednesday legs, and then Thursday you go back
to chest,
and then
back.
Right.
Yeah, but so it's been hard to do that. Like once you do back, and then like this week I did deadlifts, and then legs the next day. It's really hard to go between those two, deadlifts and then squats the next day. If you're going, going hard,
I get what you're saying. So what we used to do when I powerlifted, we used to do heavy chest day Wednesday. That was like heavy. We would meet at Coach's house because he had the full like big bench. So his thing was Monday was back, and then Tuesday you can take it off or do legs, but you have to go heavy on Monday because you use a lot of back muscles when you're lifting, when you're doing bench press. You use your lats a lot, and that's how it was. And then Thursday, Friday, he didn't care what we did. It was just Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
So I think it all depends on what sport you're into. Joey's very, his level of fitness is like be an elite athlete, right?
Correct.
Have good performance, had good endurance, muscle, all these things that, I mean, that everybody should have, right? But we don't all live in the gym 24/7.
Correct. I think that's the difference. But that's his profession.
Right. And that's something that we learn from him. So that's like a little bit different from what Jesse did and I do. So it just depends what type of sport or what is your goal, right? We've learned that too.
Definitely. My goal is just I want to eat. Well, you guys already know what my goal is. I want to eat what I want to eat. But there is times where, like right now, I feel like these last few weeks, I've been really focused as far as my workout, and my eating's gotten way better besides what I might have ate this morning. But I feel like sometimes I eat good, and sometimes I just want like a good meal. Or not a good meal, but I just want like what I had today, right? Like just a breakfast burrito. Right. And it's just like, hey, I've been doing good, but today I just want